Going live. Hi everyone on it's YouTube here and Facebook up here. We'll just wait now till I get a sound check, please. Just see what the sound's like. Check the sound. Yeah, YouTube's good. That's not so bad. That's one. And we'll just wait now, just get confirmation that we are live on Facebook. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, we have sound on both. Welcome everyone to the Justice for Aaron Brady campaign. Just want to bring you some news we've received today. Actually, move them. What's that camera set up there? Stay there. Yeah, just brings up so I look at both cameras together. Okay, folks. So we have some news today that Aaron's European court appeal has been rejected. So that ends that course of action as regards revoking from Aaron's legal team. It's not unexpected. We did, in a lot of ways, expect that to happen. And indeed, we could be somewhat relieved that they came back with the rejection, really, because the European Court of Appeal may very well just give a guideline to the Irish courts. And the Irish courts have been reprimanded on 2 or 3 occasions that we know of from the European Court. And we're told that they erred in law in relation to a few different cases. But when the European directive was brought back to the Irish courts, they rejected the European directive. So therefore, those people that appealed to the European court was a complete and total waste of time. So that's where we are with it. We're going to obviously, it has no real effect on Aaron's campaign and the work we're doing behind the scenes, both in Ireland, in the UK, and of course in the United States of America, and indeed some ongoing work in Canada, working behind the scenes to bring Aaron's case to the fore. But this falls in nicely with, or seamlessly with our previous videos when we were speaking in regard to press coverage and obviously the lack thereof. We're not 100% sure. We haven't spoken, our family haven't spoken to Aaron's legal team as yet. Obviously, it's their duty to speak to Aaron first. So as Aaron broke the news to us this morning, but we do believe that this information came back to Ireland over a week ago. So there we have again the scenario that we've checked the mainstream media, we've gone through it as much as we can, and we can't see any link or any mention of Aaron's rejected European Court of Appeal. So it begs the question, and I think we go back to some of the most recent ones, cases like Mr. Moonlight and Dwyer and all them. Every move in the European Court was front page and then double page headlines. Now, they may very well be preparing something for the coming days or weeks, but at this moment in time, there has been zero media coverage of the European Court decision. So as I said, it fits in seamlessly what we're working with. Some of you will have seen our live from outside the four courts in Dublin, where James Flynn's Supreme Court appeal was met with a wall of silence. And obviously we've gone into some detail as regards James's legal appearances and no coverage. And then yesterday was the 25th of January, and it was the 13th anniversary of Adrian's murder. Now, again, we've trawled through the mainstream media, and there doesn't seem to be any word or anything, any words to commemorate this man who lost his life in the line of duty. So when we take that in its round, in its whole, there's 3 events that's happened over the last 7 or 8 days. And it all boils down to Adrian's memory and how the mainstream media, we say, should work. Now, obviously, no one has come forward to contradict what we're saying. I think everyone agrees that Adrian Donohoe should have been, his memory should have been marked yesterday. And there was nothing. So obviously, when you take these 3 things in a whole, as I say, over the last 7 or 8 days, what do we get? Only a complete and total wall of silence. And there can be no other explanation other than a cover-up. I don't think there's any doubt about that whatsoever. There can be no other logical explanation for the deafening silence. And we will repeat it once again. I know the trolls have sort of stopped doing it and saying, about Adrian's memory and we shouldn't be doing this. They've gone silent on it as well, because they know that the people who are disrespecting Adrian's memory are An Garda Síochána, his alleged friends and colleagues, and obviously the Irish state. So they want us to go quiet and drift away into the sunset. Obviously, that is not going to happen. We're only going to double our efforts in the UK, double our efforts in the United States of America, and obviously we're going to continue doubling our efforts and contacting all the relevant mainstream media outlets and so-called journalists in the Irish state. But for repeat once again, we've called these people out directly to the public, to their faces, and we've questioned their work. We've questioned their credibility. We've questioned their morals. We've questioned the ethics of the reason why they do journalism, and yet everything is silent. And because of that, we obviously want to appeal to you again. Please, 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 like, comment, and share. Share our story. And please contact any councillors, TDs, anyone in a position of power, and just ask them that you just state that you're concerned that there is issues with the Justice for Aaron Brady campaign, and what the campaign is telling us, the Irish public, or you, the Irish public, is very concerning. And if there's any truth in it, that it should be investigated or questions should be raised in the Dáil in relation to Aaron's campaign. So that's simply all we wanted to come on and say. Obviously, it's disappointing, because when there's an appeal pending, you're always somewhat some optimism that something may come from it. But in honesty, and I think we have said it in previous videos, we were never particularly excited about the European appeal. But it's something that has to be done legally. It's the natural progression. It's the natural course of things. So please, please, please continue to contact anyone in positions of power. Now, we are reaching out to a number of production companies. You will have seen that, the likes of Rare TV and Green Ink TV, who are involved in previous productions for The Case I Can't Forget. Now, again, we can't see it on the listings, but there was a program due out in relation to Adrian's mother, and particularly in the investigations in the United States of America. So we would ask, over the next few weeks, we will be putting up the letters and emails that we've sent to those companies. And there are other companies, we have them in the pipeline, that have created other very good documentaries. So we'll be reaching out to those. And if you could, please support what we are doing by dropping those people, production companies, an email or some form of communication to say that you support the Justice for Aaron Brady campaign insofar as you would like to see questions asked in relation to what's happening to Aaron's conviction. So thank you all for watching, and we'll be back obviously with more videos, and we'll speak to you all in the very near future. And please, as we continue to say, please like, comment and share. Thank you. I think that's YouTube done.